people, what you telling me back again for another one? Red Talk setting, Saeed. What's good, my bro?
Yo, man, what's good? I'm more blessed. Can't complain. You know, everyone's there. Life is good. And yeah, man, the mighty Grimsby Town, tonight. The mighty Grimsby Town. But yeah, man, whole lot of drama. But what do we know here? This is my United, man. There's always drama, United. There's always drama. What are you telling me?
I'm good, you know. I'm good, bro. I'm relaxed about the end of this window. I think it's gonna be all right, you know. I think it's gonna be okay the end of this window, man. This Kobby stuff, it's uncomfortable, but I think that everything's gonna be all right in the end, isn't it?
The thing is, they're having talks today. Apparently, that's the latest we're hearing. Yeah, but it's like, what talks do you need to have, man? You know what I mean? Like, I think
Who's having talks?
I think Kobby and Ruben Amrin apparently they're meant to have some sort of showdown talks here. But I'm like, I think the manager's made it clear, man. He don't see Kobby as part of his first team plans, and he's fighting to keep. He's keeping Bruno and Fernandes in the team. You know what I'm saying? So end of the day, I don't think Kobby needs to even talk to Amrin. He's made himself.
Talk to Amrin. Amrin won't be here.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there's two ways you can look at it. He can either go out on loan, or he could just, he can bite the bullet and say, you know what, man, I'm gonna outlive this manager. You know what I'm there. Like, there's two ways in it. Like, I don't know who's with him. I don't know who's advising him, but it's one of them where he's looking at, if he's getting some offers from Europe, he goes on loan for a year, comes back.
I think him going on loan would be the best case scenario, for his career in the short term, innit? In the long term, the manager doesn't stay here. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
But at his age, he needs to be playing football, innit? That's the one thing I would say. So he would be better off going on loan somewhere, playing all year, coming back and walking straight back into the first team. I'd rather see that, you know what I'm saying, than see him leave when I know the manager's going to leave soon anyway. Do you know what I mean? And the next manager starts Kobby. Like, I'm sure.
Yeah, bro. And I don't want to see this flipping system anyway, man, this formation. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even want to see Glasner. I don't want to see any of them. I just want to see a 4-3-3 manager who's competent, who knows what he's doing, you know what I mean, and has a plan, man. That's all I want to see. So, you know what I mean? Like, he ain't got long, man. I'm telling you now, man. Everyone's turned on him, man. And it's mad how one player, it is a bit kind of crazy how one player makes you turn, but it is what it is, the situation. But I think it was almost like the final nail in the coffin. Like, what he said about Mainoo and the fact that Mainoo's now potentially leaving, I think people are just, it's hit, you know, when it hits home, I think people just had a reality check, said, yo, what am I backing this manager for? He ain't won games. He ain't done shit. You know what I mean, bro? Man just told us a little speech at the end of the season, and they thought, that's gonna take.
But he's even got back on that because he said the good times are coming, and now he's talking about suffering again. Do you know what I'm saying?
Brother. I'm telling you now, this might be the most emotional manager we've ever had, bro. I'm telling you now. Like, he might be the most emotional manager I've ever seen, bro. And you know what he'll do today, yeah? This is what I'm saying. This is why you can't really listen to him anymore. He'll backtrack his comments, because that's what he's done a lot of times. He's backtracked his comments here, and he'll say, like, oh, I didn't mean this, or I didn't mean that. You guys twisted my words, etc., etc. Kobby, he has got a future here. Kobby has got a place here. Watch, I'm telling you now, that'll be the conversation today. Because best believe they'll say to him, what did you mean by your words today? And he's gonna say, you guys, you know, I miss, English not my first language. You guys misinterpret what I said. Watch, he's gonna spin it. But we know what
he's a politician, bro. Like, his ability to speak is the reason why he's still in a job. Let's be honest, because
Brax,
the ability to articulate himself like Ten Hag, you'd be under a lot more pressure. But the one thing I would say is, there's a shortage of people backing this manager anywhere. He's not getting a lot of backing in the media because his record speaks for itself. He's not getting a lot of backing amongst ex-players. And I don't care what anyone says. The players can't rate him, bro, because he's a loser, bro. He just keeps losing. So
Loser.
can't rate it, bro. You cannot rate. You can't rate it, bro. Winning is what breeds confidence. Bro. This Manchester United team's confidence is in the bin because we can't buy a win right now.
Yeah, you can't buy a win right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't think the players are enjoying it. You get me? I don't think the players know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like certain men are not having even touches in the box. And I think for me, what would have been the most kind of concerning was when he brought on 2 defenders, and it was like, yo, wow, is that what he's on now? And I think that's when conversations would have been had in terms of Xerxes and Mainoo be like, yo, he really put 2 defenders on, you know? Like, really, he really did that, you know? You know, even a half-fit Xerxes, you throw him out there, you do something, man. You know what I mean? And you make things work, bro. You get 2 strikers up front. You know what I mean? But he don't want to do that. He's stubborn, man. He don't want to change the system. He don't want to go 3-5-2. He don't want to change anything, though, man. And that's, for me, when you got a manager that can't adapt here, you know,
this is why you have to get rid of him, Saeed, because usually what happens is, and we've seen it with Maresca, we've seen it with Ralph Rangnick and other managers. You see, when things aren't going well, they changed things.
Yeah.
This managers come out and said he ain't changing shit. So if he's not changing, then he needs to be changed. Like, it's that simple.
Yep, 100%. Like, I see Thomas Frank, bro, go toe-to-toe. You know what I mean? With Pep Guardiola and play a game that was his style, bro. And he adapted as well, bro. He did the same thing with PSG. Then he went to Leeds and thumped them up playing his way. So
bro, even Glasnow went toe-to-toe. Do you know what I'm saying? Them man there, bro. Proper tacticians.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing is, you play like how you played against Arsenal. But then we kind of really fell for it because that's a big game, man. And I think these players rise to these big games, bro. You know what I mean? And like the reality was always going to be Fulham. We all knew that, though. Fulham was the game.
We did say that. We said the result against the performance against Arsenal means nothing if you can't replicate it against Fulham.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So for you to do that, and like have 10 minutes here of the game, it's absolutely a joke, man. Like you let Fulham back in the game. Their substitutions actually impacted the game. Ours didn't. You know what I mean? We look lost out there, man. You know what I mean? Like actually, like Cunyon and Boomer had no impact. Like how can you have them players having no impact? Like they're too good to not have an impact in the game, bro. It's actually mad, bro. Like he's actually making us worse, bro.
Yeah.
Like man's doing long ball tactics. The ball's not being played into midfield. You know, because you don't really look at the midfield being a priority. Hence why he put Mason Mount and Bruno. He just said, yo, you know what? We're just going to have legs in midfield and we're just going to basically run around and match their intensity. That's all it was, really. Let's put them to midfield because they can apparently run around. And then he just took off Mason Mount, put on Ugarte. That was it. So it's like, we don't play to our striker's strengths. We don't put the ball in the box. It's just, it's dead, bro. Like, it's dead. There's no idea. There's no nothing. Man's clueless, bro. I swear down, bro. And like I said, bro, we could beat Grimsby tonight and Burnley, but the problems will still be around. These are not just kind of problems that will fade away.
Yeah, these are fundamental problems. There's no short fix to what's going on other than sacking him.
Broski, there's literally no short-term fixes, bro. This is why I'm just like, yo, I don't want to waste another season, man. I'm not ready to waste another season, man. I think top 5 can be done, man. You know what I'm saying? I think we can actually do things this season, bro.
We can. We've got the team.
I think there's quality players there, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man. I seen the bomb squad. I seen Lisandro. I seen Sancho, Anthony. I was like, yo, this squad actually, Malacia as well. Like, I was like, yo, this squad, man, it's crazy, man. It's not a 15-player squad.
No,
are you mad?
Those are players that are not playing for us, bro. And those are men that can do a job. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's ridiculous to think that man are looking at this squad and they're talking about, oh, we're not a top 7 squad and all this bollocks, bro.
Man, I did it when you deep it, bro. It's like, yo, man, I've seen teams struggling out here, dying out here, bro. And I'm saying United have so many options. Whether you think they're good enough or not, these are options that other teams don't have, man. You know what I mean? And this manager has them, yeah, but he refuses to go against what he knows. You know what I mean? He refuses to change it. He refuses to kind of do something different, bro. You know what I mean? And ultimately, that's why he hasn't got many points, because he's been stubborn. He's been stubborn. That's why he hasn't got many points, bro. Had he been tactically flexible and done a few things differently, maybe he would have got more points. But I mean, there's a reason why he hasn't, because you know what I mean. He's chose not to, and he ain't that guy. Unfortunately, man. It is what it is.
100%.
I thought there would be some good stuff from this manager, but yeah, man. Listen, sometimes you just got to say it's an L, man. Inos, I've just got to count this as an L. Move on.
I haven't been impressed by anything that this manager's done, brother. I'll be honest. On the pitch, off the pitch, getting rid of the players he's gotten rid of. Like, I've been cool with it up until this point. I'm not putting Kobby into that because I don't think Kobby's leaving. But on the pitch, his decision making's been awful. His 11 selections been awful. His substitutions have been awful. Not just the timing of the subs, but also the actual subs themselves have been appalling. Like, I find it very, very hard, to give him credit for very much that he's done since he's come in, bro. I think he's a poor manager. I'll be honest. This has got Villas-Boas written all over it.
Villas-Boas, man. I'm telling you, bro, man. Came in, young guy. You know what I'm saying? I think even Villas-Boas must have done something to get some credits.
He won the European title. I think he won the Europa League and the league. I think he done that.
Yeah. In Porto, yeah, there you go, man. So he done something in it. But end of the day, man got found out, bro. Same way Scolari got found out. Bro, managers have been found out, that have been better than this manager, bro. Like,
but this is what I'm saying. He's not he's not the best manager to come here and fail, blood. Like, he's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there'll be many more.
You see what I'm trying to say, bro? There'll be many more. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You just gotta until you find the one, you just gotta keep sacking, man. Them. I think the days of being kind of sentimental about managers, bro, it's one of them where, like, yo, if it ain't working, man, you just gotta keep it moving, man. You know what I mean? Real Madrid will sack Xabi Alonso. I'm telling you now, man. They will sack Xabi.
Oh yeah, Xabi Alonso ain't lasting 18 months in that job, mate.
You know what I mean? He won't last that long. They don't win what they set out to do, and they don't get their targets in. Mate, you could be ex-pro. You could be, you know what I mean? You could be like, you could be ex-legend. Where you're going, man. Like I said, bro, if you don't show anything, he's had a year nearly, man. It's approaching 1 year. He's had, 8-9 months now, man. And like I said, it's been a horrible 8-9 months. Certain man don't get that time, Certain man would have sacked him. The thing is with us, we should have sacked him after the Europa League final, man. Like, we literally missed.
What did I say? Bro, man? I'm saying now it's premature. It's premature. Before you know it, 29 games, 28 points, my brother. Nearly 30 games. That's nearly a full Premier League season, That's nearly a full Premier League season.
29 bro. Nah, real talk, man. Should have sacked him after the European. That's when I was done with the manager. You get me? I was like, listen, man. Listen, just just move on now, man. You get me? Like, he's done what he's done now. Now, at least now, new season, new players. Because we were gonna buy Cunha anyway. We're gonna buy a Boomer anyway. Yeah. We're gonna buy them players anyway. We're gonna buy Beleba anyway. These are not no specific players for the system.
They're not manager signings, they're not system signings. They're all 4 at the back players.
Yeah, bro. So end of the day, like, it's like we're gonna sign them players anyway. But I feel like they Ineos felt like they needed to give him a little bit more time in it, which is like fair, but just don't make it too long. You feel me? Because end of the day, we got some things to achieve, man. You know what I mean? This season it's gonna be a good season, man. If we can actually get this squad right and build a little foundation here and build a team and a formation that suits everyone, I think this team could do something this year. But if the more you delay it, the more, you know what I'm saying, it just shit go F up, bro. You feel me? Like, just pull the plug in now, move on, and then, you know what I mean? International break would have been perfect. International break, see you later. Right, we're going to get a new manager in. But I don't know, man. I don't know what they're waiting for. Are they waiting for a Man City getting smashed? Chelsea getting smashed? What are you waiting for?
I have no idea. And there's an international break coming up now, but you know what I'm saying? And then the next one's in October. I can't see him still being here after that October international break, bro. I can't see it, bro, because it's looking mad right now. Do you know what I'm saying? It's looking very, very mad right now. And this Kobby Mainoo situation hasn't made it no easier. I think if Kobby is the catalyst, to get this fan base to see that this manager doesn't have a clue what he's doing, then so be it, innit?
So be it, yeah.
I think that Kobby Mainoo is valuable to this club as an asset, not just as a player, but also obviously they're proud of always having an academy player in the squad. Do you know what I'm saying? And they wouldn't be looking to sell him, bro. Do you know what I mean? I could see Jim, I could see Jim saying categorically, absolutely not, he can't leave.
Yeah. So something's got to give then, innit? Like something's got to give. And that has got to be hammering. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if he's hearing rah, so we've allowed Rashford to go, we've allowed Garnacho to go. Really and true, let's be honest, man. We didn't really see that coming, for a while, because we always thought Inos would keep them sort of players in it, or just in general. Like
I'm glad they haven't, though.
Yeah, of course. But this one here, they're like, yo, nah, man, we've seen the uproar in the fan base. What's going on, man? Why can't you get him into your system? Why can't you get him into your team? This is where Jason Wilcott's got to step in and say, yo, listen, like you got to play Kobby Mainoo. I don't give a shit if it doesn't fit what you're trying to do or not. You got to make him play. You know what I mean? And them words, I think them words, what he said, will backfire against him. The fact that he said that's he's fighting for Bruno Fernandez's position, bro. I thought that was hella cheeky, you know. If I'm Kobby, I'm thinking, yo, that's hella cheeky, you know. Because Ugarte ain't that great. What do you call it? Casemiro, like I said to you, man. Like, I'm a younger version. I could do more. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on here? And furthermore, it's like Bruno can't have a bad game now. You put it out there, you've effed yourself up, you know. Because you've now said, that Bruno is like invincible. He's like, yo, he can't do no wrong. He can't play a bad game. He can't not start a game. He can't whatever. Like, he's gonna be playing every single damn game, basically. Like, he's exposed himself, man. So I don't know, man. Maybe what he said was good for the fan base to hear, because that's how he feels, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? That's how he feels. So you know what? He's made his bed. He's got a lie in it now, man. So let's see.
Yeah, man. I just think this whole situation, I think there's things that we're not being told, and there's things that people are getting wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the Kobby situation, for instance, like, he's got 2 years left in his contract, and I think a lot of this has got something to do with his contract, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got a couple years left. You look at the England players we've got in our squad at the moment. They're overpaid players, isn't it? We've got Luke Shaw, we've got Harry Maguire, we got Mason Mount. Mason Mount's on 250. Luke Shaw's on like 170 or something like that, or maybe more. Harry Maguire's on about that. So Kobby Mainoo, they're probably looking at Kobby, his agents are probably looking at Kobby saying, yo, Kobby's only on 20K. He should be on, like, he should have parity with these players. The problem is, all of the players I mentioned, we signed, they didn't come through the academy, and academy players tend to get fucking violated when it comes to contracts, unless your name's Rashford. And also, it's one of them things where, because we're trying to bring the wage bill down and that we want some parity, like, what he's worth in this squad right now, in terms of price range, you're looking, Ahmad's on about 90, 100, and he's not worth more than Ahmad. So in this,
I agree, but he will be lower than that, though, bro. He'll be lower than that.
In the current wage bill that we have right now, he's probably 80K or something like that.
But we don't. The thing is, I think this 180K, by the way, is a myth. I really do. I think this 180K. Shout out to Faz. I think this 180K is a myth, bro. I don't think it's 180K. I think we're all kind of like lying to each other around 180K. The media have just put it out there that it's 180K. I don't think it is, man. I reckon it's probably around about that 80, 90 ballpark mark. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not after, bro, to be demanding 180K when you've had a year-ish out due to like injuries and not on form. I think it's You know what I mean? They're trying to make him out look like he's some sort of greedy guy, man. I really do. I don't really believe in that.
But I think it's more his agents. I don't think it's him, bro.
Yeah, of course. But then they're always gonna go high to kind of meet in the middle. You're always gonna try and get.
I don't believe in the 180 stuff though.
No, I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying to you? So it could be a bit more than 90, but it's just to make sure that it's in the best interest for his guy. Because if they say 60, Inos will say 50. You feel me? Or they might say a bit less than that. So he's to say, you know what? At least give me a little 80, 90, you feel me? And then we can at least then be like, you know what? I'm cool with that. Because a lot of players in the Premier League are on 80, 90, bro. And he's 20. So by the time he gets his next contract, he might be on like 150. You know what I mean? So, like, but that only will come as he gets more game time and his value in the team increases, bro.
Yeah, because at the moment, his actual value in the team is not that high, bruv. Because there's loads of players that can play in his position. And also, if everyone's available right now, like, he's not a starter, like he's a rotational option, which is completely fine.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's one thing being rotational option versus another thing of, yo, you ain't playing unless.
Yeah, but this is it. When he's not coming off the bench and we got 5 subs, this is when managers violating. That's
when you're violating, because at the end of the day, I think even Kobby wouldn't know there's competition for places, in it. We all want competition for places, in it. Like, I don't think there's a situation where at United there shouldn't be competition for places. But at the same time, though, when you know Mason Mount's then playing in midfield, then you see Ugarte coming on again, who you know, by the way, has had a stinker. You think these players just think, yeah, you know what, man, you played all right, you know. You did all right, didn't you? Nah, man, they know when they go home, and they chat to their brothers, they say, yo, Ugarte was trash, man. He weren't all that. Bruno was trash. He weren't all that. You think they're saying like, oh yeah, you know what, man, I'm not really gonna play, man, because I feel like he played well. Nah, man, they know who's played well. They're obviously not gonna say it to their faces, because that's not how it works. If they're teammates, but behind closed doors, they will be saying to each other, yo, I know I'm better than this brother. I know I'm better than this guy. If he wants control, I can do that. Them man are giving the ball away. Them man are doing this. You know what I mean? So they know what's going down, man. So I'm like, yo, man, end of the day, it's one of them where, you know what I mean? Like, someone put a stat up the other day saying, oh, Mainoo has played games, but look at his last 10 games. It's been all off the bench. There's been hardly any starts. Do you know that, man? There's been hardly any starts. So, I don't know, man. It's one of them where, like, now I'm like, yo, bring Mainoo in and let's see where we go from here. It's an interesting time, man, because at the end of the day now, I feel like it's taken this now, because before it was like Rashford, we don't really care. You know what I mean? Like, it's sad, but it's not really going to affect us. But you see this one here, an actual one, you know what, his brother, you know, he's not really got that much ability, but this one here has really, really upset the fan base. Like, it's uproar. You know, when you hear uproar, this is uproar in the fan base. I'm glad
though, because maybe we needed something like this to speed up the process of getting Amorim out of here, to be honest.
Bro, 100%.
We needed something. We did need something, bro, because this fan base usually takes too long and our season's usually dead by then. Do you know what I'm saying? But this Kobby thing has really opened people's eyes to the fact that this manager's the problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kobby not playing isn't, you know, it's a good thing as well, because if he was playing and the manager's issues, manager was not able to churn out results, people would have found out a way to say, oh, this is still not working, and this is not his favorite position, is not this, and people have a lot of outrage for Kobby because of the love that they have for the player because of academy attachment. But I don't see the fan base crying about Xerxes, you know, why he's not coming off the bench, or why the involvement isn't there, you know, things of that nature. I feel like it's just too early for us to be crying anyways, like, or having a moan about the manager. And I'm not saying he's not failing, he's most definitely failing, but I feel that, you know, Kobby's not losing anything from sitting on bench. He's only 20 years old. You know, let's say he does miss out on, let's say he does miss out on 6 months of football of not starting for Manchester United, and let's say Amorim sacks himself. That's a positive thing, because Kobby's not been part of this shit show. Let a new manager come in who does identify him in the position, and then that would have, you know, helped him going forward. On top of this, his position either way is going to be occupied by this high earner Mason Mount. Because ain't Jimmy said that before, that, you know, look at the top 5 clubs, the highest earners are the ones that are starting. And by default, Casemiro, Mount, Bruno, you know, these guys fall under that position, and all of them occupy similar areas on the pitch that that Kobby would. Do you know what I'm saying? So having these players, having this manager, it's just not going to work with Kobby playing. And no matter how much you think, oh, he should be playing Kobby and whatever, Ineos have other ideas. They got $250,000 sitting on the bench then weekly.
You know what it is for me though, where I disagree with you, Faz. Yeah, it's World Cup year, so that's one thing. So he wants to make that World Cup squad. I also think at this time, yeah, he's 20 years old. It's a key part of his development, especially for a midfielder now. They need to be playing football, man. Like, it's not any other position, man. 20 for a striker, for this player here. When you're a midfielder, I think it's different, man. Like, you need to be playing football. And whether, regardless of the manager, whether you say he's going to get worse in his team and he might be the scapegoat, well, it's about right now, here and now, he needs to be playing football. And the players that are there, they're not good enough, man. They're not. Bruno's not good enough.
The manager loves Mason Mount so much, innit?
Well, he's not. Well, that's his problem, innit? That's where he's wrong.
And people and fans will say that Mason's had a good, 2-game involvement. Or what you yourself have said, Mason has had a good 2.
The thing is, I wouldn't want him playing midfield though. That's a whole different conversation. Playing from left 10 to midfield, that's not even your position. Let alone, sometimes people might say left 10 is not his position. In that position there, we know Mason Mount is not a central midfielder. So that's, if you imagine you're on the bench, Faz, and you're a midfielder, bro.
It's ridiculous.
There, that's your position. And you see man who, let's be honest, he had a first good 10 minutes, then went into midfield because of what? Like, what was he doing in there? And then you see Ugarte come on the pitch and do nothing.
Well, even Heaven as well, yeah. You're looking at defenders coming on the pitch as well.
Yeah, and then you're looking at defenders coming on. So I just think for me, it's one of them where it's like I'm vexed, bro. I'm vexed. I'm moving mad, and I'm gonna see what my options are saying. You know what I mean?
I feel that his implementation of the squad is very poor, and that is okay, because many managers get selections wrong, or they get selections in a way where you can't accommodate everyone. But fact is, you got to accommodate the best players that you have to your disposal. Issue is that even with better players, he's not able to create new ideas. Now, when you look at Laurie Whitwell or these other journalists or whoever, they talk of the devil or whatever they're saying, things are the same as last season. You had the Fulham game and they said things are the same as last season, or they seem same as last season. That is big concern, and that is what Amorim has to address straight away. Why is it that you have an entire brand new front line, a player in the middle that you have already worked with, Ugarte, an entire back line, and yet you are failing to create ideas? That highlights some issues. One, you're a bad communicator. You're not communicating effectively to the players. Two, you don't have new ideas. You lack creating ideas for the team. And three, you're out of your depth. How are you telling me you got Prem proven 40 goal capacity 210s and then a key striker, but you are failing to create ideas? And then Bruno's playing deeper, so he should be able to keep things more tidy. He should be progressing the ball more, but you're failing to implement that on the pitch. This is what he's got to show really and truly as quick as possible on the pitch. And all of this thing with Mainoo and he's not playing, all of that will fix itself. The players will get chances to play themselves. It's a long season. One injury away and we're class. Now I'm here, I hear fans saying, well, it's disrespectful to Amad Diallo for fighting for a wing-back position, which is fair, but the data shows that he's more effective in the right wing-back as well. And Amad by also
in this system, yes.
In this system, yes. And Amad doesn't cross the ball just as much as Diallo fails to cross the ball as well. Make no mistake. People will say, oh, Mbeumo shouldn't have been bought. Why did we buy Mbeumo? He could have avoided it. But top teams have top players on the bench regularly. Good players can remain on the bench. We've cried about the bench not being good enough. I need Amorim to straight away create new ideas on the pitch. I want to see chances galore. That's all I want to see is chances galore. You have two fantastic 10s that you can utilize, and why he's not able to utilize that is the problem. And it's too early for me to judge that. It's game week 2. By the time it comes September,
it's not
October,
game week 2, blood. It's game week.
Yeah, no, it's not game week 2.
Blood with this pussy, bro. I'm not trying to hear this,
use
bro.
the last season. But we've listen, we've delivered, the club has delivered, your Ineos has delivered the deliverables, which is new training facility and the identification of the bomb squad players and eradication of them. That's what's happened. Those players have been replaced. That is what you wanted Ineos to do, and that is what Ineos has done.
Agreed. And now they need to get rid of this manager because I'm happy with the squad. I'm happy with the squad. We got a goalkeeper en route. The goalkeeper's gonna land in the next day or so. You know what I'm saying? And then we just need a midfielder. That's all we need, bro. Like this squad is calm, bro. This squad is actually calm, bro. I don't have an issue with this squad.
To judge, it's too early in my opinion.
No, it's not. It's not early, bro. It's not early, bro. Brother, 28 points in 29 games, bro. You're telling me that I can't judge a manager after 29 games, bro?
You can.
29.
But you are judging off two different metrics.
No, there's one metric. The only metric is, he's not good, blood. That's the metric. 29 games ain't long enough.
It is long enough, but you are judging off two different metrics. Two different metrics. This season, the metric is...
What are the metrics? What are the metrics? 29 games, a cup final lost. Yes. Loads of horrible substitutions.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, loads of horrible team selections.
Yes.
Your favorite players are, in fact, the least talented players in the squad. You're doing so many negative things, bro. What are the positives then? Let's look at the positives. What are the positives?
Are not from the manager. The positives are from Ineos.
But then, so exactly. So why are we keeping the manager then?
The manager had the bomb squad revoked and the new players had come in. And I want to see at least 10 to 12, 13 games for me to understand if he's really not able to learn on the job. If he now is not able to learn on the job. He shouldn't be learning on the job.
This is Manchester United. You wouldn't be allowed to learn on the job for fucking Amazon or Google. Why should you be able to learn on the job for Man United?
Well, that's crazy. Well, you didn't think of this when we had shades on when Amorim was wearing the Moncler jacket, did you?
Yeah, but that's hindsight, man.
Brother, what the fuck has that got to do with where we are here now?
Bro. He ticked a lot. Hold on, he ticked a lot of criteria when we signed him, and that we were happy with.
No, he didn't, bro. We were just happy. We were just happy that Ten Hag weren't here no more, bro. Like, you're making stuff up now at this point.
No, I'm not making stuff up.
But you are.
Imagine if someone compiled.
Man is saying that we was happy with loads of criteria, brother. Nobody didn't know Amorim like this, bro. Like, nobody didn't.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like, we know who he is now, because we've had him at our fucking football club. Like, nobody didn't have no dossier on Ruben Amorim when he came in. No one did, bro. He was in no one. When we was asking loads of Man United fans, what manager did you want? I don't know one that said Ruben Amorim. I don't know one.
Even I didn't say it. Even I didn't say Amorim.
Man, we're talking about the Zerbies and all these other. Bruv, no one was talking about Ruben Amorim. What do you mean?
He came out of nowhere, man. He came very, very left field, man.
Listen, we were superly excited because Eric is gone.
No one was talking about Ruben Amorim.
The misery, for sure. The misery is gone, but we were just excited with the new manager, and people said, "Okay, the club are recruiting."
We can be excited about new manager, but when you've seen, hold on a minute, when you've seen everything laid right in front of you, bro, of course, like it's a different opinion to how you feel over there.
We agree. We also said that he might be the guy before the guy. So
there you go.
So he has to be the guy before the guy.
Yeah, he has to be the guy before the guy. You know what I mean? So end of the day, this is absolutely madness, though, bro. 29 in 28, bro. Like, if he'd have done fairly well, I don't think we'd be calling for the sack, bro. But this is untenable, man. This is crazy. 20, bro. Are you deep in
29 games, bro?
I want to see
7 wins.
Listen, I want to see how he manages. Man United squad is not broken. We have a fantastic squad this season. A very, very good enough squad based on our situation at the club. 100%. I want to see how he implements and utilizes this squad in the coming games. And if this shit continues and he's acting, as Musa says, and I say concussed, and he acts as if he's not qualified, then for sure I will join you guys on this battle. But for now, it's too early for me to judge.
You know what it is, though?
Because, and let me mention, what is it? September 1st, when the window closes, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
The bomb squad might be re-implemented into this team. I mean, make no mistake. The bomb squad may just be implemented into this team come September. We play City September 14th, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me say something here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I originally was thinking, 10 games, let's give him 10 games. But wallahi, man, it's draining, bro.
I said I need 3 wins out of the first 5 for him to keep his job, and he's
Yeah, well, there
already
you
drawn
go.
one and lost one, so he's done.
Yeah, there you go then. So for me, it's one of them where Fulham game told me a lot, man. Not only did it tell me a lot about him playing Mason Mount and Maman, it's a fact, yeah, bro. Our front three is dying, bro. Everything's dying, man. Like, we're not seeing any positives, bro, in terms of like Fulham game. Should have been a game where we should look at that game thinking, yo, 3 points, nice little football, etc., etc. We've seen some alarming stuff, bro. And that's where I'm like, wow. You get me? Like, it's like, bro, I don't know if you can like get that going again, man. Like, if it will get better, bro. And if it does, yeah, it will be like small, little minor details. It won't be to the ones we've seen. And that's where I'm like, we're just going to come back to the same problem. So that's why Inos have got to make a big decision, man. They've got to make a big decision because
do you even think Ineos have another manager loaded in the chamber for them to release if they sack him?
No, not Ineos. It's Jason Wilcox's job to do that. And
yeah,
I'm sure that these guys will be. I'm sure they'll be thinking about replacements, bro. 100%.
Bro, yeah,
100%.
Yeah, it's got to be. They'll have things lined up and that. You know,
how long does he have left on his deal? Amorim, 2 years, is it?
No, it's a year and a half, you know.
Yeah, 18 months or something like that. Because he came in January or some shit like that, didn't
he? Yeah,
no,
yeah.
November or something like that.
He came
in November, sorry. Came November.
Yeah.
And how long has he got? Anybody in the chat know? I think he's got a year and a half, 2 years left, if I'm not
Yeah, about a year and a half. About a year and a half. Yeah, he signed a 2.5-year deal, so he's got about a year and a half. Yeah. But fingers for me, though, that's still a deal that you can pull the plug in at any time, though. That's not a deal where you're locked in and that. It's like almost like the way.
And also, if we got money to sign players, we got money to sack him, bro. Yeah. It's not like we can't afford to. It's not.
We did it with Ten Hag. Did it with Ten Hag, 9 million. So why can't you do it with Amrin? You did it with Ten Hag. You gave him a contract. Then you spent 9 million Faz on sacking the manager. Hiring him, and then so you got money to spend, bro. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, this is, bro, you spent 200 million on the attack, bro. This is meant to be a new kind of feel of Man United, bro. I'm sorry, man. If I'm seeing the same shit here, as an owner, as the people who's in charge, I'm like, yo, bun this. Get rid of this, man. We ain't tolerating this, man. And I'm getting gone, man. Simple. Like,
I want to see. Listen, what is our expectation? Is it that, you know, 7th, top 5, 7th?
I want top 5, me.
I think where we went wrong is we were very happy with setting our expectations, but in our roadmap we didn't put in any any, what do you call it, any potholes, any review points. By game week 2 we're already reviewing our expectation. I don't think maybe top 5 is an achievable thing with this manager and how he plays the football. Maybe 9.
It's not about 8. With this manager, bro. The club need to have objectives, yeah. And if the manager can't fulfill them, then he needs to go. It's not about the manager. It's not about him. He's a cog, bro. He's an employee, just like the players.
Yeah, 100%. And also, you got to remember as well, yeah, like even if the new manager comes in, I'm expecting top 5 from him as well. Like if Areola comes in or whoever it is, you got to demand that same pressure, man. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, man. I'm done with telling us, oh, we're 7th, we're 6th, we're 8th. Like, I'm done with all that shit, bro. I've not seen Aston Villa add to their squad, and they're not looking great. Newcastle, for what we've done, they can't finish above us with their squad and what they haven't brought anyone in hardly in terms of attacking wise. You know what I mean, bro? Like, are we gonna talk about Bournemouth and Brighton? You know what I mean, bro? I'm not having this, man. Like, and Tottenham, who did sack their manager, are looking better for it, and they're now trying to aim for top 5. So if they could do it, I'm sorry, why can't we? You know what I mean? I just think for me it's one of them where it's like when you aim for less, I feel like the fan base will just accept losses because we're trying to reach top 5.
I don't think I'm going to accept losses. That's for sure. No.
But what happens is, if you then say, if we as a fan base say, right, we're going to go and achieve top 7, top 8, we're almost accepting there's going to be a lot of losses during the way, and we're all going to be okay with that. Whereas if you say, right, top 5, you put that as an aim, we then look at every game and we
100% agreed. That's how you uphold the standards.
Yeah, man. Because we're going to dissect it and be like, why did we win that game? Why you need to be not happy about it. When you leave that stadium, you need to be fuming you didn't win that game. You know what I mean? You need to be looking at it. Why did we not win that game?
I don't think Ineos are in a. I'm not in a position, but I don't think Ineos have the guts to sack him until the fish and chip lot say that they want him out. But I don't think
you say the guts to sack him, bro.
I don't think
they had
so.
the guts to sack Dan Ashworth. They had the guts to tell. They had the guts to tell Brailsford, all right, mate. Like you can go back where you came from now. We don't need you.
Those positions do not have opinions of the court of public. They don't. The fans don't have any opinions on these people who are higher up.
The fans have opinions on everything, bro.
No, fans
At the end of the day, the fans do care, bro. The same way they cared, when the dinner ladies and them man lost their job, bro. They did
because
care.
that is relatable. They're not gonna relate to
listen,
the directors.
Man, getting decisions are decisions. When you're making executive decisions, it doesn't matter at what level you're making these decisions at. They've shown that they can make uncomfortable decisions at every single level. So whether it's at player level, because a lot of the fan base were Team Hoyland and Team Garnacho until recently. Now all of a sudden they're all going on now like they never liked them in the first place, bro. But these men were fan favorites 6 months ago.
How come they did not sack him at 15th? Because I promise you the Glazers wouldn't have allowed it.
That's got nothing to do with anything. The same reason why they didn't sack Ten Hag when they first came in. They wanted to see what this brother could do, with what he was given. His excuse was, I didn't have my players. Cool. You've got your players now. We've signed you 200 million euros worth of attackers, and you still haven't scored a goal this season, brother. And we're 2 games in. And also the preseason performances were not good. They were not good, bro. At all. So you complained you didn't have a preseason last season. You've had one this season. You haven't improved the football.
Right.
So look what Thomas Frank has done in the last 4 games for Spurs compared to what this guy's done. Thomas Frank hasn't had a whole new team, bro. You know what I mean? He got Dorgu in the summer. I mean, in the winter. He got Aiden in the winter as well. And then he's been given those 3 attackers. And then the window before that, even though he wasn't here, Ineos bought us a whole new defense, bro, with Euro, De Ligt, and Mazraoui, bro. So it's one of them ones where they've spent enough money, bro, and he got a new fucking training ground as well.
Bro, listen, man. It's enough to get flipping more wins out of this shit, man.
You can't win 2 games in a row. You got a brand new training ground.
Yeah, man. Let's keep it a buck, man. Like we could talk about all of this here, but there's been teams with lesser quality in terms of their squad that can build wins, man. We've seen Wolves last season. We see a lot of teams win games, man. Like I feel like even when we look at the squad and what he's done and what he has and what he hasn't got, the brother needs to win games. Simple. That's it. You shut everyone up there by winning games. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. We don't complain as much if you win games. That's it.
Well, you can play amazing football, and if you don't win games, you get relegated.
No, but that's besides the point. I'm just letting you know that the manager needs to just win games. Like that's why he's in this mess. Like he keeps talking about, I think he's talking about the players, like, they were thinking about the result and whatnot. But then 1 minute he's saying that it's about the performance and the way we play. Now he's telling everyone that we don't need to be playing Champions League football, or we can't compete twice a week. Brother, we can't compete with once a week, bro. What are we doing here, man? We're going into games looking clueless with 1 game a week. So
we should be looking revitalized and we should be looking sharp, bro. And we're looking the opposite.
I mean, so like I said, bro, listen, I've got no faith in it. I think we're wasting our time. This is what I don't want to do, Faz. I don't want to waste my time, Go into flipping October, November, and all of a sudden, you're flipping 10 points behind top 4 or whatever it is by then, and then the next manager, even though his aim is that, you're flipping like it's like your mom's got a harder task to get back up to a level. Just do this early, move on, and everyone can go home. That's it. Simple.
No way you can. Ineos definitely look at the fan temperature before they make these decisions as well. But
that's why they're wrong. though. They can't do that. They can't do that. They can't do that.
There's no way
they shouldn't do that. You shouldn't look at the fans.
February, March. Anyways, if the results continue, we're not playing 2 games anyways during the week, and there's no Europe anyways. And FA Cup, for example, starts in January time.
It becomes more toxic. I'm telling you now, and you lot are gonna see it when you don't win a game. That whole week, it's going to be even more toxic for the manager. Ineos don't need that. I'm telling you now. Last year, we got away with it because we had Europa League and we'd win games, and all of a sudden everyone forgets about what happened on the weekend. You know what I mean? So he kind of almost like buys his time.
And obviously in the Europa League run as well, we had some amazing wins, which kind of
Yeah.
made the fan base forget.
You see what I
about
mean? Even if he's let's for example, he scrapes
No,
past
bro,
Burnley.
because the Leon game, yeah, like we got extremely lucky. We should have never gone through. You know them ones.
Really, yeah, really and truly.
We did not
Really and
deserve
truly.
it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we gave up a massive lead, bro. Like, and just completely fell apart, and somehow still managed to scumbag our way through. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We should have never made it through. We really should have lost that game, and they should have sacked him then.
Bro, but let me tell you something, yeah. Even if Faz, yeah, and Rants, let's say, for example, we scrape past Burnley, yeah. I'm telling you now, bro, even that, because you've got no games, you only got one game a week, bro. People expecting a good performance where you're like, yo, we need to see a lot, man, because we got one game a week. So the training and the method and what we're trying to do needs to be at a top notch.
After
So
Burnley's international break, no?
Yes, it's an international break, but I'm just letting you know,
Yeah,
like,
after.
I mean, like,
Yes.
it builds that kind of like bad kind of feeling around the club because people are still not happy. Then you go into the game against Man City, and then boom, it's like, yo, shit, we just got smashed in, you know. Flipping hell, what did we do?
I mean, Spurs beat Man City anyways, isn't it? So,
but I'm just letting you know, like, I just think it's one of them where we are in a cycle now where I feel like we kind of already made our mind up now. Just go with it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no point beating around the bush, seeing how it goes. Even rival fans are looking at thinking, yo, man, yeah, this guy needs to go. When rival fans are thinking, yo, like, them man are saying, you know what, man, now give it time. They're like, yo, this is crazy. How is he still here? Them man are saying, you know, like, how is he still here, man? You get me?
I want to see the fans that are having the fish and chips, hot dogs, burgers outside the stadium. I want them to turn this time, because the last time, you know, we were leading the line in the car park. It was a long day. I want to really wait it out and see what Inos decides to do with this manager and what are they willing to sacrifice. Because yes, the league actually starts in January. Are they happy with him just winning a domestic cup and then seeing it out till next season and then giving him the final year before they part ways with him? You know, that's all what I want to see. Even, for example, the Ineos, you know, they could have turned around and said, fair play, let's actually accept the bid for Bruno Fernandes. The manager stepped in, or whatever happened with the Bruno bid. They didn't have the guts enough to let the captain go. You know, Ineos should have stepped in. Whoever should have stepped in and said, no, this is a fantastic moment for us to recoup a hell of a lot of money. Let's make this happen right now. And they haven't done. You know, I want to see the guts, how much guts they actually have. How much tolerance of suffering can they actually withstand? Because the manager said, you're going to suffer, right? He said, we're not ready for Europe. You're going to suffer. And let it continue. Basically, the league don't start till January anyways.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I think for me, it's one of them where you get me. He's on borrowed time, innit? That's all we know, innit? He's on borrowed time. And you know, it'll be interesting to see what Gary Neville's got to say tomorrow.
If he beats one of the top 5 teams, fans will turn around and say this is a turning point.
No, it's not, man, because we just knowing it. Ten Hag did the same thing, man. Who did he beat? Aston Villa and them, man, at home, and then everyone thought, yo, man. Well. Yeah, he beat plenty of teams, man, and then everyone
Arsenal,
thought, like,
obviously, as well.
Yeah, bro. Like, he beat teams, and then people still see the problems are still there, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what it is, bro? Like, every time I felt like this about a manager, they've left in it. That's all I'm going to let you know. Like, man, them. Every time we felt about a manager, it's happened, innit? It's one of them guys, man. When you know, man. Like, it's just one of them, bro. Like,
it's a matter of when, not if, man, with Amorim.
Hey?
It's a matter of when, not if, with Amorim.
Yeah, man.
Like, he's made too many. You know what it is? He's made too many mistakes too early, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you compare this to any other instance here in life, yeah. If you saw this many red flags from someone so early on, you wouldn't keep them around, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a relationship, whether it's any. Bro, he's made way too many mistakes in such a short space of time that you can't overlook it now. You know what I'm saying? You can't overlook it. Like, the red flags around Ruben Amorim, yeah, you cannot ignore, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? From the team selections to some of the shit that he says, to his substitutions or lack of. Do you know what I'm saying? Everything about him, to his stubbornness and his inability to try and change things. Like, it's red flags everywhere. And then even his body language on the side of the pitch during the games, he's out of his depth. It's so obvious.
Yeah, but I know how you are. When you don't like the result or the football that's on the pitch, you find everything in a manager that you don't like, which we all do. We did that under Eric. We didn't like the way he talks, the what he says, and it's the same thing with this manager. At the end of the day, if he starts winning, all of this shit will be out the window.
All right, cool. All right, then was I wrong about Ten Hag then?
No, you was not.
Okay, then.
Despite him winning the FA Cup as well.
But the fact is, when a manager doesn't win games, or when the club is not winning games, every single step he takes is annoying.
Yeah, but you know what? It's got nothing to do with that. I just tend to notice these things and call them out earlier. That is all. Do you know what I mean? That's not my thing. The same thing with Garnacho. I noticed it and I called it out before everyone else. It happens. The end of the day, I can't see something and pretend I don't see it. That's the difference, bro. I don't need to wait for everyone else to agree with me for me to have my opinion on certain things. That's all it is, bro. Like, from the very beginning when this manager came in, I saw loads of red flags. My first red flag with this manager was playing Dallo and Mazraoui as wing backs. Even before this manager came in, when I was doing my three at the back, I had Anthony as a wing back. And I was thinking, you know what? Based on what this manager's supposed to be, Anthony's supposed to be the wing back, Ahmad's supposed to be in the 10. And we saw Dallo and Mazraoui at wing back week after week after week after week. That was enough to tell me that this guy's not the guy. That alone.
Word.
Enough to tell me there's something wrong with this guy, because he's not even trying to attack. And then now look at the team right now, bro. The guy bought Dorgu in the first game. He had him right wing back. For what reason? Like, the guy's a walking red flag, bruv. Like, he's done so many things in such a fucking short space of time, to show you that he's an absolute numpty, bro. Like, it's not making sense. Like, you cannot rationalize the majority of the things that this manager does, bro, because it's not rational.
But also, not only that is, it's deeper than just results, guys, man. Like, genuinely, systemically, the system ain't working. Like, we don't play through the midfield. Our wing backs are not even working properly. Like, our 2-10s are not getting in the game. Our strikers, you can see it. He's isolated up front. There's so many things. Like, we're playing long ball FC. I think the goalkeeper made the only chance for us in that whole game, and that was the only open play chance we had in the whole game, bro. Like, there's so many things wrong, man. We're not scoring enough goals. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, we're having 2 chances in the game. In that whole game, there was a post, and then there was a Cunha chance, and that was it. And then maybe the Maguire header, but that was not open play. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, like, you can say results, cool, but still there's deeper issues.
The penalty miss as well didn't help us, innit?
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? But then, you know what I'm saying?
Look, he missed the penalty, and look how the penalty happened. Do you know what I mean? We should have sold that guy. This guy was twerking for Bruno publicly. Oh, he's so important. We need to win a fucking we need to win a trophy for Bruno. That's what he said. He goes, oh, this team owes him a title, bro.
Yeah.
Are you taking the piss? That's what this manager said. Bruno's still at the club because of this manager. Because the manager begged him to stay, bro. Because he negotiated with Saudi for all that time, because he was trying, bro. He was happy to go Saudi. I don't care what no one says. This manager begged him to stay.
Well, I agree with this, because or else he wouldn't have come out and said, well, the club said they have money.
Yeah, bro. He begged him to stay, bro. And he's basically made him undroppable, bro. The manager has done this. This is on the manager. The stuff with Kobby, the stuff with Bruno, all of this is on this manager, bro. Bruno wouldn't be here if this manager wasn't here. He would have fucked off to Saudi, taking his money. He's 32 this year. He would have fucked off and taken his money, bro. This is his last season at Man United, regardless, because he needs to get a payday, bro. He needs to go get his payday. He's soon retiring, bro. That's the honest truth. He didn't need to be here now. The manager kept him here now. He missed the fucking penalty, because he did what he always does, bro. And I said it, he should never be the captain. He's not a leader. I don't know why people turn around and say Bruno's a leader. Bruno is the most fucking selfish player on our team, bro. Imagine missing the penalty like that and turning around saying, oh, but the ref didn't apologize to me. Are you fucking stupid? If you know that your head's not in the right place to take the penalty, give it to someone else. We got Mbeumo and Cunha on the pitch.
Bro.
Like, what are we doing? Bruno fucking
man.
missed that penalty because he's a selfish prick. That is why, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know if you're not in the right mental space to take the penalty, bro. He didn't even strike the ball well. He just smashed it over the bar, bro. What are you doing? Because the ref bumped into you, or should I say you bumped into the ref because you were walking backwards. You weren't looking where you were going. He's taking a piss, bro. And all of this is enabled by Amorim. What did Amorim say about the penalty miss after the match? I bet you nothing.
Nope.
I bet you nothing. Your fucking captain went and done that, and he's complaining about the referee. How come you ain't got nothing to say about that? Why do you have nothing to say about that? Disgrace, bro. Get him out of here. Get Bruno out of here as well, bro. Do you know what I mean? If Kobby Mainoo is the catalyst, for the fans to open their eyes and see that this manager ain't it, so be it. It doesn't have to be the right reason. I don't care what the reason is, bro. I don't care if the fan base want him out because it's Kobby versus the manager. I don't care, bro. As long as it gets done, bro. In life, I don't care why. I care what happens. You know them ones there. What happens? Get him out. I don't care if it's for the right reasons or the wrong reasons. Because he doesn't deserve to be here. So
I think everybody's definitely like very much confused as to how we ended up here and started the season the way we have. He's at the preseason. He's had very good players.
But the preseason wasn't good.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter preseason wasn't good or not. He's had one, right? He's had
but the fact is, he had one and it didn't make him play any better. So the improves last season was nothing to do with not having a preseason. It's because he's not a good manager.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I get
that's
what you're
one
saying.
thing. Yeah,
that's
we could have. Yeah.
Because imagine if we were shit last season, but then he had a preseason, and bearing in mind, with a preseason, you don't even need new players. They said he didn't have enough time on the training ground. Am I lying?
No, you're right.
So you got the whole preseason,
he
but
complained
the
about
football's
interviews.
no different.
He complained too many interviews, yeah.
There you go. He said, I'd rather be on the training ground than doing these interviews. So now you have your preseason and the football is no better. You get 200 millions worth of attackers and the football's no better. We're not creating chances. So you've proven that no amount of time is going to make you a good manager.
No, listen, yeah, bro.
Well, you know, the data shows every time since Fergie we've changed the manager, shit has gotten worse, you know, cumulatively with every manager that we've hired. That's what the data shows. So
but it's also showing
the data might show that, even though I don't agree that the data shows that, because Ten Hag won more trophies than Oli and he came after him. So I don't know how the data shows that.
Well, Oli came second.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He came second. He lost the final on penalties. Fair play. What I like to take from Manchester United's data is, post Ferguson, this is the worst we've ever been, and we get to cup finals under every manager, every permanent manager. So it shows me that we're still recruiting at a good enough level that we can still compete, bruv. So I'm not worried. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried. This Manchester United squad is one of our best squads since Oli, in terms of the quality of players we got. And Mbeumo Cunha, raises the technical floor of this fucking squad very, very high. We don't have Varane no more, but we got Delita Mazraoui. And Lenny Euro is one of the best centre-backs in the world, bruv. I don't care. Like, he's a very, very, very talented player. I wouldn't swap him for any centre-back, bruv, at his age. So we've got some very talented footballers at this football club, bro. We have. So I know if we go get a good manager, we're in business immediately. We're in business immediately. I'm not saying that we're going to win the league, no. But I'm saying, that we can compete with every team in this league, in a one-off game, with the right manager. I believe that in my heart, bro, because I'm watching the Arsenal game. We perform well enough. I'm watching Liverpool play right now, and to be honest, with the right manager, I believe that we could beat them in a one-off game. I don't see why not, bro. They look beatable. There's 100%. Not a team in this league that don't look beatable, bro.
Newcastle had 10 men, bro.
Newcastle had them man having kittens in that second half, bro.
Well,
I'm telling you.
A lot about Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe's a very good coach, bro. And Eddie Howe's such a good coach that even when he was ill and he wasn't there, Newcastle was still bopping it. And he wasn't even in the dugout.
Because the philosophy
he wasn't even
so
in the dugout.
Yeah.
Brother, he took these guys from, I think, 17th in the league up into a Champions League spot, in 6 months. But we think that Ruben Amorim needs a pre-season and he needs fucking 300 million worth of players and he needs all these things. What did Eddie Howe get? What did Thomas Frank get? Thomas Frank has had 2 here we goes for players that have ended up at other clubs. And he nearly won the fucking Super Cup. And he was the better team in the Super Cup. And he's got his first 2 back-to-back wins at the start of the season. And one of them was at the Etihad. Come on, bro. Like, how much more evidence do we need that Amorim is shit, bro? How much more do we need?
Like, you don't need more, man. That's what I'm saying. Proof to the pudding, man.
We don't need no more, surely. We don't need no more.
No. I think, like I said, bro, I look at it, and everything points towards Amorim just not being the guy, man. And, you know what I mean? You just got to take it on the chin and say, yo, listen, it was an L. But I think for me, it's a mindset of, yo, guys, we're going to sack managers, you know that? We're gonna sack managers, man. I think it's one of them where, yo, man, them like we need to normalize sacking managers, man. It is what it is.
All the most successful teams do it, bro. So if we want to be successful, we have to.
Bro, Bayern Munich, bro, how many teams?
Bro, look at Chelsea. Chelsea had 4 managers in less than in 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Because Potter, Tuchel, between Potter, Tuchel, Lampard, and fucking Pochettino, and now this manager, 5 managers. That was in what, 2 seasons, 2.5 seasons? They had 5 managers.
Yeah, if that, yeah.
Bro, sack him.
But are they crying though? Because they're world champions now, man.
Exactly. Brother, I know there's Chelsea fans in the chat because there's 3K of you. How many of you, man, are crying about the amount of managers you sacked when you fucking Lewis is running around with a belt on?
Oh, he's got a belt on, man. You know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? What, you man crying about sacking 4 managers? You're world champions. Like, who gives a toss? Do you think they care? Come on, bro. Like, let's be honest. Man United fans do not care.
But it's also Man United fans that have got this idea that you need to give managers time, and you know what I mean? It's like we're different, man. The sooner United fans realize we're not any different now. You got to now start working with the new times, man. The better, man. That's what everyone clocks on and says, yo, stay less. But you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't think this is what United fans are on. And you know what I mean? Maybe we're our own worst enemy, guys, man. You know what I mean? Because really and truly, maybe we're a bunch of losers, man. You know what I mean? We it's crazy how we were winners, but now we're losers. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad how it works now.
But being a winner and being a loser is a mindset.
It's a mindset.
United need to switch their mentality. Like Chelsea sacked Pochettino after having a very good finish to the season because they did not forget who they were. That's the difference. Because it would have been so easy for the Chelsea owners to say, oh, you know what? Like, look at the euphoria of the way we've turned it around now. Like, we'll give him time. They fucked him off anyway. You know what I mean? Ange won Tottenham their first European title in how many years? They sacked his claw anyway. And then they went and got a better manager.
I don't think our squad is thin, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Squad's not thin.
Yeah, squad is fine. I think the squad is very
good. Man. I don't know.
The squad only looks thin because the manager plays 3 defenders.
Yeah.
2 wing backs. That's why the squad looks thin. You know what I mean? If we played a 4 at the back, we've got for centre backs, we got Aiden, we got Lissandro, we got Lenny, we got De Ligt, we got Harry Maguire, we've got Luke Shaw that can also play there. So that's 6. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure I'm forgetting people as well. But when I'm looking at fullback, we got Dorgu, that can play left back, left fullback.
Leon.
Do you know what I'm saying? We've got Diego Leon that can play there. We've got Luke Shaw that plays there. I'm sure Aiden can do a job at left back if we needed him to do one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Did I say Lenny Euro can do a job at right back if we needed him to do one? We got Maz and Dalot as well. Do you know what I'm saying? In midfield, we got Casemiro, we got Mainoo, we got Ugarte, we got fucking we got Bruno. Who else am I missing?
Mount.
We got Mount as well. Who else in midfield? We got bare players. If we're looking at number 10s, We got Ahmad can play 10. We got Cunha can play 10. Xerxes can play 10. Like what are we doing? Do you know what I mean? Up front, we've got Xerxes can play there. We got Shesko can play there. On the right-hand side, we got Ahmad can play there. We got Mbumo can play there. You know what I'm saying? We could play Mount there if we really wanted to. On the left, we can play Cunha. We can play loads of players there. We can play Kobby there. We can play fucking Mbumo there. We can play a bag of man on the left-hand side, bro. Like, bro, what? There's nothing thin about this squad, bro.
No.
There's nothing thin about it.
There's no that you can't mention that the squad's thin, man. I mean, it's just that we're not making it work, man. That's why you only complain about your squad when you're not making it work and you're not utilizing your squad to its maximum. That's when you start complaining about how the squad's thin. But I'm sorry, when you're not bringing on Xerxes and Mainoo off the bench, and we're complaining about squad thin. Miss me with that. But I think we play a 4-3-3. The bench is probably overstacked. You might have to leave man on the. You might have to leave man on the.
Leave them out the squad.
Yeah. You're gonna have to leave man out the squad in that, bro. It's crazy.
I'm still waiting for Baleba.
I think you listen,
bro. We're definitely bringing in signings before the end of this window, bro. And especially you see this shit and the pressure that's on this board now, even more so, brother. The goalkeeper's definitely coming in. This Le Mans will be next. Maybe we might get a bomber today, bruv. You never know. Do you know what I'm saying? Today or tomorrow, but that's happening. We're bringing in a midfielder. We are bringing in a midfielder, especially with this Kobby bollocks going on as well. We're definitely bringing in a midfielder. We definitely are, because something don't feel right here. Do you know what I'm saying? So with all this noise around Kobby, I expect a midfielder to come in, and I expect a lot of outgoings. The Rasmus thing should be sorted within the next 24 hours. I reckon he'll be gone. The Sancho thing might go down to the wire, but he'll leave. The Anthony thing, the noise is that Betis are going to find a package that suits United, so he'll go back to Betis. Do you know what I'm saying? Garnacho will go to Chelsea. That's 4 players leaving, and we're getting money for 4 players. I believe a midfielder comes in as well. Yep,
facts.
I don't know what's going on with Malacia, though. He'll probably leave as well, but it'll probably be on loan. You know what I mean? But
he's
5 players are leaving.
So he's linked with a few clubs anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
5 players on the way out, guys. Do you know what I mean? So I believe that.
Listen, Fabrizio done milked out the Garnacho and Chelsea situation all window. So if that deal doesn't happen this window, Fabrizio's credibility has got to be tarnished.
No, it happens, bro. Like, he's got no future at the club regardless, bro. Like, it's one of them ones where whether Amorim stays or not, I think the way he disrespected his teammates as well after the thing, I think there's no way he stays. I think there's no way he stays, bruv. I'll be honest.
Yeah, he needs convincing wins now. It's got to a point now where it's even about wins now. It's got to be convincing, man. Because boy, you know, I mean, I think we've made our kind of we've made our opinion now be known. So I feel like there's no turning back, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Yep, I agree. Do you know what I mean? Man said one thing about Amorim, he doesn't take bullshit, bro. The only thing that he's done well is off the pitch, in terms of getting rid of certain characters. I like the fact that certain characters are not even training with the first team. They've been frozen out. I like that because we haven't seen that under any other coach. So I like that. However, everything else has been an absolute travesty. This is the reality. Like, his coaching's poor. So even though he's got rid of certain people, it's like you can't even be justified in that because you're losing. You know the ones, like, if you got rid of these guys and you was winning, then it looks good. But now you just look like an idiot because now these players are looking at you saying, "Oh, you got rid of us and you're still shit. So maybe we weren't the problem." So he can't feel vindicated right now.
Yeah, I'm with you. He can't. And he said himself, like, if the club don't want me, I'll go. No compensation. So he's waiting for it. He's never been he's not afraid to get sacked, this manager. Like, he's not asked. That's why it's just easier to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's actually not bothered about being sacked.
Yeah.
He'll get another job elsewhere. Like, you know what I mean?
100%.
Still
Big
young.
up for the super chat, my bro. I know you made an error. Obviously, you corrected it. But man just said, babe, if we play a 4-3-3, for sure we have a proper squad, but it's the system. Look at our bench. You know what I mean? We just have Xerxes as the only attacker. Yeah, Xerxes and Kobby. It's weird, isn't it? It's like his system's rubbish, bro. If we go to a 4-3-3, we have loads of options because we can play a third midfielder in the 10, or we could play Xerxes or Cunha in the 10 as well, bro. We can go defensive, we can go attacking. We can go defensive with Bruno, Cass and Ugarte in the 3, or Bruno, Kobby and Castle, whatever, and play Cunha in the 9, or you can go attacking and play Ahmad in the 10, or Cunha in the 10, or Xerxes in the 10. Do you know what I'm saying? You get more flexibility when you play a 4-3-3. Way more, because you can decide to go more defensive and go more attacking by just changing the number 10.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. And changing the 9. Do you know what I mean? You might want to play Sesko against certain teams. If you want to go more defensive and you want to bring in play Cunha in the 9 because you know he's going to run more because he does track back in the 9. Do you know what I mean? There's different ways to do it, bro. But the system is the main problem. It's making the squad look inept, and it's not an inept squad, bro.
Facts.
It's not,
man. It's a talented squad, this squad, man.
It is, bro. There's a lot of goals in this squad, man. There's a lot of creativity in the squad. There is a lot of it, but you're not seeing it on paper. And that the manager has to be blamed, because Lenny Euro is like the only player right now that's standing out, that's just looking really good, bro. And we got a really talented squad as well.
He looks like the goal threat as well, which is weird. You know what I'm saying?
We got a talented squad, but they're not looking talented. And when all the players are starting to look a shadow of themselves, you have to look at the system. The system is supposed to give the players the platform to show what they can do. And right now, this system is taken away from the players.
Yeah. They're not showing their qualities.
It's not. It's not. No. It's not, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So, guys, it's one of them things where I think that it's painfully obvious that this manager needs to go. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? And I think it'll happen sooner rather than later, bruv. So it is what it is, man. Hey guys, let's get these lights up as well. Also, the Clips channel, I think I'm like 25 subs away from like 14,000, I believe. So if you haven't subbed to the Clips channel, make sure you sub to that. The link is pinned in the chat, I believe. There's a comment pinned in the chat with the link to the Clips page. But yeah, we're about to hit 14k. So make sure you lot run that up. Let's get the likes up here, get the ratios up over 3,000 in here, and we are just under 800k, bro. We need at least 800 likes. We need at least 1,000 people. Let's get these up. We're going to redirect to Mandem Talk on Saeed's channel. What are you saying, Saeed? Let them know what we're doing.
Yeah, man. We're gonna talk about obviously certain topics and whatnot, and just man. You know how the Mandem Talk's like, man. It's always lively, in it. So come and join us, and obviously later on the game, which I'm not gonna lie, man, it's just a distraction, I think, for me.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just one of them, like, like, it's not gonna say anything about what we do, but yeah, come head over, man. SAEEDTV, man. Big up, man. Raz and Faz.
Yo, Faz.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you saying anyway? What you got coming up, my bro?
Yeah. So back to United stuff. Basically, I'm wanting to do more United stuff, but just video format stuff for now. And yeah, Mandem Talk, man. We're gonna be locked in. Damage limitation and damage control, man. Everybody need to hang fire for a little bit longer.
It's facts, bro. It's only a matter of time, bro. It's only a matter of time, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, the game is the game, people. But yeah, man, make sure you sub to the Clips page. Closing in on that 14k. And yeah, we're redirecting to Mandem Talk. Hit the likes here and drop a rant.